new restaurant for the first time, what would you recommend for them?
Well, here's the thing about Beckta, and a lot of people don't know this because they know us as a reservation-only fine dining restaurant, only open at night. But when we moved, we opened at lunch, and it's much more approachable from a price perspective, from a time perspective. It's all a la carte at lunch, so you can come in and order a $17 main course and have a great lunch, and you're done. You have beautiful bread and a drink or not,
or whatever.
Little
bar area down there too, right?
Exactly, and then so that's the separate restaurant that almost no one knows about. The building knows about it because it's not front facing. It's not facing Elgin Street, and you've got these big, intimidating doors and steps to get up, but you come into the wine bar either through the restaurant or through the back entrance through the main building.
Really cool back there, yeah.
And it's all small plates. It's all delicious food in incredible prices at like $5 or $6 for a plate, or $7 or $8 or $12. And my wife and I came here on Friday night, and we had a blast late at night. And it's such a great mood and such a great vibe. And you have a glass of wine or two. That's the best way to appreciate Beckta for the first time. You just want to come in and have a little.
You can order small plates here.
Exactly. Okay. So that's in our wine bar. Yeah. In the fine dining area, we basically offer two menus: a 3-course prefix menu or a 5-course chef's tasting menu, because people really wanted something significant and fine dining, and the way to do that is to space out the meal and make it special. But if you want to just have an intro to Beckta, come to the wine bar. There's no reservations. There's always spots available. Friday and Saturday nights, there's always spots available. So you find yourself without a reservation on a Friday or Saturday night, come on down. And, there's basically a 50-seat lounge back there. Beautiful chairs, great atmosphere, and it's a wonderful...
What time are you open
until 11 o'clock at night, in terms of the kitchen. Drinks 12, 1, whenever people are filtering out. But it's a wonderful way, and it's also open all throughout the afternoon. We get a lot of after-work crowd, but we are open from 11:30 straight through. So it's a great way to experience Beckta. Just come in for a drink and wander around the place and enjoy the history.
Like beer, have a delirium.
Yeah. Oh, that's so tasty. But you got to be careful because it's 9% alcohol or something.
I remember when you recommended it to me. I think I already had one or two of something else, and I said, of course. It was my anniversary. And I tried it, and it was fantastic. And we actually talked about it last week's episode when we were at Dominion City Brewing.
Mm-hmm. I saw Dominion City's here.
Josh was saying, Stephen Beckta, the original foodie in Ottawa. And then he was mentioning that Delirium was actually the number one beer in the world 3 or 4 years running, I think.
Really? It's a fantastic brew. Yeah. It is really great.
And this is the only place in Ottawa you can get it?
No, I think it's available in a few other spots, but it's so tasty. But you just gotta be careful because it packs a punch.
That it does.
And what are the prices are you looking at for the 3 and the 5?
So the 3-course Hablo menu is $68 per person at dinner, and the 5-course chef's tasting menu is $95 per person at dinner. Again, those are both at dinner only. Yeah, and the private dining rooms as well. It's the 3-course menu at $68, and it's a ton of fun.
It's delicious and worth every penny, if you ask me.
Well, thank you very much. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to animate the space. It's a lot of fun to care for people, to connect with them and see them happy, see them sharing a great anniversary or wonderful birthday, or just for no reason at all. There's so many different events and special things in life that need to be celebrated that we're so busy to do, and we need to take time to do it. So.
Well, you're clearly doing something right. I mean, there's a lot of restaurants that have pretty high turnover in this city, and I mean, all of yours seem to be doing quite well.
Well,
thank you very much. Hopefully that continues forever.
Thank you very much.
Always great things we hear on the show all the time.
Yeah,
everybody wants to go to play all the time as well. Awesome dishes. So
thank
you for doing that for a city. Thank you for hustling and doing hard and being an inspiration. Like hopefully high school.
Hopefully not everyone drops out of high school, but I mean, follow your dreams. I think is what we're going for.
A lot of high school students listen to these podcasts, and I hope they can learn a lot from this one because
that's awesome.
I love it's very inspirational.
Yeah,
that you can do so much by 22. You had a few degrees that are so much better, and you followed your heart.
You just got to try stuff and fail, and then get up off the mat and try again.
Well, that's it.
I love being in the restaurant industry my whole life. Not my whole life. Good part of it. Oh, what's your thoughts on? I worked in Australia, and I loved how everybody's got paid $21 an hour, so there was no tipping.
Okay.
And that to me created my favorite culture of all time, working in restaurants. Certainly I didn't work for yours because I just served at many other restaurants.
Right.
But that was the best one I've ever had because everybody worked with each other so much more. What are your kind of thoughts on those?
Well, there's a couple things. I think you can create that culture without
absolutely.
blending in the tips, and we work very hard to do that. We work very hard to create a culture. If we first and foremost care for our staff, because if they don't feel cared for, they can never care for their guests.
Yeah.
And so we really try to create that culture of caring for one another, and it's amazing. It really feels like a family here. And in terms of the tipping, I understand that it sort of takes the motivation away from, trying to increase the check average, which hopefully none of our staff do, because it's not about caring. The staff that we have in place hopefully always see the big picture, that it's about having people return and feeling like they're on their side. If you were to change the tipping culture, which some people are trying to do in New York City right now, the hard part is you have to do it across the board at once.
Yeah.
You can't do a few bit players here and there. It needs to be a culture shift, because certain waiters that are driven by finances will always go to the places that they can drive their income up higher.
Yeah. Just like every kind of other places and jobs and work, yeah.
Absolutely. So it's I would be open to it, absolutely, but it needs to be an across the board thing. It can't be a arbitrary decision on the part of one or two people, because it doesn't work. People who have tried it have gone back the other direction because they get it as well that it doesn't work. If you want to increase prices, that's the thing. If in order to do it, you would basically have to increase prices, let's say 15 to 20% of your food.
Yeah, and then people don't think of that.
Exactly, because you're comparing the steak here at whatever it is, $30 at one place compared to $40 at the other place, and they're the same steaks. And so why am I paying so much more over there? Oh, well, you're not having to tip. Well, tipping is extra or whatever. So it's you can't compare apples to oranges. So if everyone signed on, I'd be all for it. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
And
that's a great answer.
And it also allows guests to be able to reward people and thank people in a different way, and they like that. I think it's part of the nice tradition that exists in restaurants in North America, is that you can speak with your Visa card. You can say, hey, I had a great experience, or hey, you know what, I didn't have a great experience. I just hope servers don't get blamed if the food takes an hour, because it's usually not their fault, or if the dishes were dirty or whatever the case may be. Sometimes they get penalized for it, and they shouldn't. That's the owner operator's fault, and they gotta create the environments for the servers to be able to deliver the real goods.
I love it. So very quickly, next week our guest is David Gurnley from the Ottawa Champions, new baseball team that starts next weekend.
Cool.
So that'll be fun. He's all around the city. He's a huge proponent of this city and a good friend of mine, so that'll be fun. Events this weekend. Do you have any events that are going on? Any charity events that you want to talk about?
We just did this big one on Monday at Gazelig for the Boys and Girls Club. We raised $4,000 for them. I'm on the board there, and I used to go to the club when I was a kid. It's such a great organization. Mm-hmm. And Andrew and Allison and Claude Marquis did these pieces, and I don't know, it was a wonderful event. So this weekend is actually our dear friends Fiona and Toby from Shopify, the CEO. We're supposed to open this weekend. It's been pushed back a week, but the Epinicon, they bought this resort in the Rideau Lakes.
It's ready to be open already.
Well, it was supposed to be open this weekend to the public for full service, and now they've scaled that back, and they're going to basically have an outdoor barbecue and stuff. But they have a maximum number of people of like 200. Otherwise, they needed like a festival permit. So they have to keep it somewhat small. But starting the following week, you can go there and have a great dinner and whatever. And I've been helping them a little bit with staffing and with general contracting, this kind of thing, getting them right trades. And so we're going to go up this weekend. We're going to install a zip line for the kids, and we're going to hang out and do some fishing, and it'll be great.
Have a great weekend. I have a meeting at Shopify tomorrow. I'll try to talk to Toby about that as well.
He's out actually on a 3-week tour selling the IPO for the Shopify.
Wow.
stock.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, so they're about to go public, and so he is exated doing 15
I will
hours
not
a
be
day.
asking him then tomorrow.
Exactly.
Maybe Daniel will be there.
Daniel, yes, I think we'll be there. Toby and Harley and Russ, their CFO, are just on this plane going around everywhere selling the stock. So
Ottawa's selling large. That's great to hear. Thanks for that update. A lot of people will like that as well. Other events, the next great Greenboro garage sale is this weekend.
Really?
I helped organize that.
That's close to my neighborhood.
Yeah, because I think other communities should be able to have a
Great garage sale too.
The Glebe.
Everyone's got garages.
Yeah, and it creates community. That's the main
Yeah.
thing, because I've been going door to door for the past month and a half, explaining to people like why this area of town would benefit from a community garage sale.
Amazing.
I don't even know the community, but it's been interesting getting to meet everyone. I feel
There
like
you go.
It's been fun. So that's on Saturday. Tonight, Jed Dart is happening. That's Ottawa School of Art's largest fundraiser for the year. That's 35 George Street. Day of the Pig over at Seed the Sausage event at
Nice.
Tichborne, Ontario.
Go to that. It's awesome.
Have you been to that one?
I
Day of
haven't
the
been,
Pig?
but I know Mike, and I just see the tales and the stories.
2
and the
hours
food is
away.
unbelievable.
He asked me, where's Tichborne? I said, I don't know. I've looked in GPS for
2 hours
hour,
away.
Yeah, hour and 57 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
At Auntie Lou's Treats, you have Let's Get Comfortable, so that should be fun. Saturday at House of Targ, you have Black Sabbath, Paranoid being performed by different musicians from
Right on.
Ottawa. And we got one last song from Alexandra. This is Lullaby.
Don't forget to go see her.
Definitely go see her. She's going to be great. Thank you so much, Stephen. It was
Thanks
an
a lot,
absolute
guys.
pleasure, and it's inspiring for the rest of the day.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Bye-bye.